Hey everybody, it's your boy Protagonist JWA, Gardening with JWA, and today I'm gonna do my first series of taming the wild jungle that is my backyard. Like, holy cow, as you can see, it looks terrible. I got Kim in the background, so I got this whole GoPro set up with a mic. I'm all decked out, my gloves. It's hot as hell out right now, pardon my language. Kim, can you see the video? Is it looking good?
So far, yeah.
Perfect. So she can actually, like, she's on my phone in the shade and she's able to see what I'm doing. So essentially I got to work my way to what I'm trying to do today. So I originally wanted to get through my mulch pile. I don't know if you guys can see that. But I really want, essentially I went to the store and ended up getting myself 2 new plants and I want to get those in the ground. I have the in-ground water running. It's Father's Day today, so I was doing stuff with my father-in-law, and Sundays are the day I do my deep watering, so all the trees are kind of thirsty. I was hoping to get this done first, but then I was forced to kind of see this. I was forced to just start the water on these guys so they can start getting a drink. And because of that, I'm like, you know what? Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be doing this new series where you guys are just going to follow along as I do yard work. And I tame this garden. And then Monday through Friday, I'll tackle the beast that is my mulch pile that you guys can see right there. So that's going to be the progress. A lot of this is like 2 months of me abandoned. I would say 2 to 3 months of me, probably 2.5 months of me not being a responsible gardener and my garden just growing out of control. As you can see, I've been doing mulching. I don't know if you can see that right there. But look at this, just out of control. Look at this. Apricots, like, it's just crazy. This is one of those little random fruit, like, not fruit, flowering seedling pods that I got from Aldi's, and I just put it in the ground next to water emitters. The birds, the thrashers, seem to be eating it, so that's pretty cool. Just put it out there. It looks terrible this time of day, but then it gets better when the sun's going good. So step one, I don't know how the sound's gonna work on this. This might be kind of loud, and Kim, you might need to cut this down, but let's just work my way in. Not too loud for you guys. I'm staying on top of the mulch. Oh god, that's shaky ground. Oh yeah, should I aim it down more? I'm gonna aim you guys. I'm gonna try to do better. Sorry guys, I'm new to this. Now guys, it's not going to be perfect this first time because, I'm kind of getting used to this. That's why I have Kim guide me in the back, but, stay with me on it. Oh, look at that. Hidden dog poop. The grass grew really tall. I thought I got it all, but when you have really tall grass, because you're being lazy, dog poop hides. Slowly but surely. Oh, this guy's gonna be a pain in the keister. I mean, look at that. That thing is just, the elderberry is growing crazy. So, as I get closer in here, these guys right here are gonna be a pain in the butt. They're gonna be hard to get to. Let me try to go around. I wanna get the main area. Yeah. Let's see if I can get in there. Let me get up in here. I'm on logs. It's just a thing I was using as a marker. Yeah, although unfortunately my poor Tahitian is getting burnt. I might need to spray some sunscreen on that baby. Let me see how I want to approach this. I might need to just use some wand action. Get a little dirty. 1 second. Hey Kim, you want to grab me the wand? Oh, let me get up in here real quick. I don't know what you're gonna see. I guess I'm gonna have to move like this.
You have to switch the battery.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the battery's over there. You want to pass me the battery? Hey, can they see this?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, good. There it is. Battery, please. Thank you kindly. Allows me to get in there. I'm sure you guys can see it. Yeah. So I just kind of use this to get around. That's perfect for when you got to get really close to the trees without messing them up. Oh, let me get up in here. So let's hit this low level ground real quick. Oh, you guys won't be able to see this. You won't be able to see this part, but just stick with me on this, okay? And then pull. Ah, the grass, obviously pure evil. Yeah, some of the shots aren't going to be the best, but it is what it is. Whew. Let me get through here. Whew. Looks a lot better though. I can actually see in there. right in the emitter. I'm gonna put that, I move that emitter a little bit right there. Whew, this big boy. Sometimes they're really, really big. You can't get all of it. But I do the best. You gotta be real careful. Like I said, for this part, huh? Yeah, you guys aren't gonna, it's not gonna be perfect, guys. Yeah, keep giving me feedback, Kim. So I don't want to damage my tree. Let me get up in here a little bit more. And technically, these little bastards, where's the base? Just look at these as like mulch. I'm really worried too much about it. I like the roots because the roots kind of help hold stuff, but they are weeds, you know, so you have to kind of acknowledge that. If you fertilize a lot, like with liquid and stuff like I do with fish and stuff, it's not as big of a deal. It'll figure itself out. Then put this back in my pocket. Okay, let me adjust you. Whoo! Like I said, it's not gonna be perfect, but just enough. Let me back up. Just enough to kind of start making my way in, you know? It's not gonna be perfect. I use this tool to kind of get closer without fear of destroying my trees with a weed eater. Huh. Sorry guys. Well, I'm gonna do some other stuff now. I think this is, whew. Well, yeah. No worries, you wanna take these? Sorry, I'm gonna have Kim take this. No, I just needed to make it in. One piece, I'm gonna do it one piece at a time. I just need to make it in, so I don't need these guys either. You can let the dogs out. Can you just take these out of the sun? Sorry guys. And then here. Okay, so started my path in. I'm gonna be doing this a chunk at a time. I'm obviously gonna, this Mexican elderberry, we're gonna talk about it, but then work my way through. You'll see the dogs. So this is my apricot. Look at this thing. I need to trim it way back. Sorry. Look at this. More? Like that? So look at this. This is crazy, right? This is my freaking apricot. I'm gonna trim the crap out of that. There's a bird water. So Mexican elderberry, like what's going on with this guy? It does technically produce a handful of berries, but nothing of value because I need a pollinator. But problem is, I don't have a pollinator. So, you know, too bad, so sad me, right? I don't have room to put another elderberry. This thing is just taking up an insane amount of space. So I decided, well, I'm just gonna kill it. In the future, when we get our future property, I do want a series of elderberries. Unfortunately, just not a right fit for this property, which, you know, we're gonna be in this property for probably for the next, who knows how many years. I'm just gonna chop and drop these. Hey, you guys, can you hear me? Hopefully. So it turns out this can get too hot. So we're also, it's really freaking hot. It's summer. So I should be doing this like early in the morning or something so it doesn't overheat. I didn't realize overheating was gonna be a problem. So let's keep it simple. We're gonna do this kind of in segments because it is a hot part of the day. I could have just waited till early in the morning or night, but it was Father's Day and I want to work tonight, so it's just a lot of stuff, right? So here's what we're gonna do. I'm all decked out and protected, but obviously the GoPro isn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of tell you guys what I'm doing and then show pieces, and we're gonna segment this together so that way the thing's not continuously running. So for here, let's do it this way. I don't know where we cut off, so I'll kind of reiterate it a little bit. The Mexican elderberry, it needs a pollinator. Beautiful tree, but it's too much for the space. So I'm gonna chop it down, and in its place, I'm gonna put two citrus. One is a flame grapefruit, and the other is a Mineola Tangelo. I'll say tangerine, Tangelo. So I'm gonna chop down this, and then that's when you'll see it next. And then I'll show you how I'm gonna plant them, and we'll kind of go from there. Hopefully this works out, and we'll just do a segment at a time. Every weekend, my goal is to get through another little block. So this will be the first block, then I'll do this segment, then I'll do that segment, and then I'll just work my way in. And eventually the whole yard will be pretty. And hopefully through the weekdays, I can get through this mulch disaster. So all this mulch that you see right here is gonna be used to protect the citrus. So I've been mulching and taking that mulch and then using it for other stuff to protect other plants and give them extra moisture retention. So I'm gonna cut it here, and then next we're gonna talk, you're gonna see me having cut down this entire Mexican elderberry. Pray for me. Okay, and we are back. So I took some mulch, I set everything up, I prepped it, so we have the whole situation looking nice and pretty. Essentially, what do I have going on here? We're gonna end up moving this behind the stump so it stays chill, because we want the bird bath to have shade, not be in the heat. Preferably under a tree is really nice. This is the Shangri-La right here. So right here we have the Mineola Tangelo, and then we have right there, I think you can see it, we have the flame grapefruit, and then right next to it, I think you can see it as well, is the ruby red grapefruit, or the star ruby. You know, star ruby, ruby red. I kind of mix them all together, to be honest. But as far as amendments go, we got, you can see it. We got mulch from all the yard debris. I just been using this mulch, that's why the pile's so small. We have lava sand. Why do I like lava sand? Essentially, in my mind, it's good on minerals. It's gritty. It holds on to water. As far as drainage goes, it's not, you know, perlite probably, or pumice, or larger particles probably give you better drainage. I do think the drainage is good, but for me, I really just like the aeration and the water retention, because that's why I like clay soil. It retains water, and that's kind of the goal. So I retain water so I can use less, right? Shovel, I have, can you see them, Kim? So those are my tools right there. There's an emitter right here, and then there's an emitter over there that I'm going to run directly on the root ball. I made this mistake before. When I plant a new citrus, it can't reach all the way over there in the water. As you can see, you'll see when I go over, it doesn't make it all the way. So that's my tools, to just run a line right there. I like to plant trees next to where I put the emitters. And that emitter was right there because of this, which is Eve mulberry. Scissors, obviously, to cut the 1/4 inch tubing. And then I have basalt from the Arizona Worm Farm. So it's just basalt rock dust. And then I have a mix of, I don't know if you can see that, Dr. Iron and sulfur. I don't know about you. I know there's like iron in the lava sand too. I don't know about you, but effectively the way I kind of operate is I find that citrus sometimes tend to be lacking in iron, and basalt has calcium and magnesium and manganese. So basalt's like a nice good, and it's a little bit grittier. I have micronized azomite, which I spread around when we get a week of raining. So before a bunch of raining, I'll spread it out because it's like a really, really fine powder, and I'll let the rain just water the minerals in. But when I plant, I prefer to use basalt. And so it's kind of a two-step approach. Then I went to, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that, Kim? Starbucks. Those are just coffee grounds. I'll just spread that on top. So one of the things I did is I got all the materials ready. I dug the hole. They're obviously not at the planting depth. I'd prefer it at this very junction. And then I went, this will be easier to do. It's the same for the other one. I just teased the roots. You see there are these superficial roots right here, but I like to go lower to where the main structural roots are. You know, I like to go a little bit lower for these guys. I don't know if you can see it as well, because I really want to see the prominent root flare, because sometimes what happens is these roots come about because they planted the tree too deep. So I like to have this be a little bit up. Well, I just spun it. I'm gonna have this be a little bit up, and then the lava sand will create protection, but also aeration, because I do want this a little bit up, because for me, air is the most important. Versus if you look at this guy, this is what I like to see. Clear root flare. Can you see that, Kim? Like a starfish, clear root flare. I love to see that. When you don't see that and you just see the superficial roots, I just plant it a little bit higher to be safe, and I use lava sand to do so. Because at the end of the day, my goal, the reason I'm fearful of planting too deep is I have clay soil, kind of can smother it, lack of aeration. I want good aeration so the trees can breathe. So how am I going to essentially handle this situation? It's pretty simple. What I do, this is an easy bag of lava sand. So obviously, the other reason I do that too is a lot of this material is kind of trash. If you can see that. A lot of this material, they mix compost and stuff in there, it's just not that great. I just dumped it in. A lot of that material is just kind of trash, because I don't want stuff that's going to decay, like clay, rock dust. You know, I want decaying stuff on top, not on the bottom, because once again, I care about air, and decaying matter sucks up air. Let me get this big boy over here. Ooh, I might need to move that a little bit. Man, these bags, oh, I might show you later, but I jacked up Blister Palooza. There it is. There it is. Oh, look at that beautiful rock dust. I don't know if you can see that. Sexy. All right, I'm gonna lift up. I just use my shovel to grab it. I know you guys can't see, but I gotta angle myself. And then I take the native clay, minus the decaying stuff that was already in there when I dug this hole. The roots, obviously. The roots. Try to take the roots out. Oh, don't want to step on that. Then I'll just spread this stuff thin. But yeah, so just want to be able to get a nice planting. Stick it in there. Just do this. Nothing crazy. I don't know. Can you see that, Kim? Yeah, just a nice mix. Make sure I don't knock anything down, and then I destroy my knees. Hopefully you guys can see that. Can you see that good? Perfect. Yeah, I love lava sand. It's just so pretty. Now the question becomes, where am I gonna face this? So, never eat sour worms. So the sun's gonna rise there, it's gonna set there. Ooh, I got an ant biting me. Sun's gonna rise there, set there, south. So for me, probably gonna want this. It's gonna capture more morning sun than it is afternoon sun. So I'll probably do something like this. Like that. And then I'm gonna let it settle and then I'll stake it up at a later date. Something I don't always do. Kim can attest to that. Huh? Yeah. Good. Good. Okay. So then, try to get that nice and pretty. Grab this. This is just the mix. About half. And then, grab the mix. Same deal. Is that about half? Yeah, it was about half. I love it. Isn't it pretty? Oh, look at that. So pretty. So pretty. There, make sure there's none of that. Now I'll just kind of slap this stuff back over. Gotta remove the grass. Because now we're at the part where it's more on top. So I don't care as much. Yep. Some dirt. Oh, I get dirt in my eyes, Jesus. Whew. Yeah, crumble that dirt. Okay, good. I think that's pretty straight. Now I'm gonna slap this bag open. You can see right there. Probably gonna be all moldy and terrible, but I love that. Yeah, look at that. It's gross in there. How gross that is. See that? Huh? Oh, well, I'm still recording, so I think I'm okay. Well, no, because it beeps if I lose the video. It beeped. But hold on, guys. Oh, let me back up. Ugh.
Oh, okay.
Still going.
Sure, it's okay.
You just can't view it. Yeah, we lost the view. Kim is backseat me. Whew. I'm gonna try my best, guys. Okay, so this is coffee grounds, and you don't want to just lump it like this. Ooh, it's warm. I'm spreading it all around. There's a water emitter right there. I'm gonna leave that and move this. See, I'm gonna leave that water over there because I want water on both sides. This guy's gonna be happy he's a clam. I don't want to, because this will create a mat. You know, just want a little bit all around, just organic matter really is what I'm doing here. Just spreading it very thin. Just so I got something, you know, nothing crazy. Nice. Okay, so there's that. Smells like coffee. Then Let me get this over here. Whew. Oh yeah. I gotta be careful because some of this stuff, if you guys can see that, some of the stuff definitely gonna have thorns in it. So I do a clamp down later. Oh yeah. Nice and moist. Leaving that emitter there. Okay, so move that over here. Oh, I'm gonna aim you down. If you can see that, I'm gonna aim more so I don't have to bend over. Whew. So I got that all mulched up, got the emitter right there. Then I'm just gonna do a little press. Oh, you guys might miss a little bit. Yeah, the goal with this is I don't want the wood right up to the trunk. Little space. Just a little bit of space right there. And then, you won't be able to see this very well. Lava sand. And I don't know if you can see that very well. Just my thing. Whew, there it is. That's how it's done. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other guy. And then I'm gonna run a black cord, quarter. I'm gonna put it on this emitter. Hold on. I'm gonna put it on this emitter. I'm gonna run it right there. I'm gonna stake it in. Go back down, and that's it. Those are the two planted. Kim's gotta go, so I can't show you the rest, but there we go. Kim, you wanna stop it? Thanks, guys.